Listen, perfection is literally the enemy of progress. What I realized as a photographer or a creator is that I'll get into a zone, and sometimes I'll get into a point where I actually stop creating because I want everything to be perfect. I want it to be the perfect location. I want it to be the perfect model, the perfect time, the perfect scene. And perfection is literally the enemy of progress. You cannot expect to be in a creative world. We're literally supposed to thrive in the trying. That's where being a creative comes from. You can't create if you don't fail. You can't create if you don't try a ton of different things and none of them work. That's really what I've learned is the sweet spot of being a creator. It's because it forces you to try different things. It forces you to think outside the box, to come up with that creative solution, right? I posted this quote on my Instagram years ago. I didn't realize at the time the impact that that quote would have on my life, my career. But when you really think about creativity, the only way that you know if something will work is if you take the time to post it and it flops. Or it does really good for a couple of days, but then you don't get any engagement on it. You post a photo and no one interacts with it because they don't feel it, or you just get a ton of likes on it, but nobody is really feeling like, oh, this is something, this means something, this is exactly what I needed to see. I'm at a point now where I'm literally embracing those imperfections. I'm at a point now where I'm taking control of my authenticity, and I'm realizing that sometimes things aren't going to be perfect. Sometimes I'm not going to get it right all the time, but I have to try. So in the game of creating, I know we want to have everything be perfect, but literally just post the content, create. The only way you'll know if it's gonna fail is if it fails, and then what can you do? Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it if it failed anyway, so go ahead and post it again. Retry it, come at it from a different angle. Sometimes you have to do that. There's tons of projects that I've posted where I'm like, this is the one, but then it didn't get any engagement, and because it didn't get any engagement, I decided, oh no, I'm not gonna post this anymore. I'm not gonna push it anymore. Then I posted it again with a different angle, and boom, that was what it needed. So literally take the time to embrace those imperfections as a creative. I really think that that's important, and that's something that we just kind of start doing as creators, because sometimes it's not going to be all right. It's not going to be perfect all the time. But what we get to do as creators is start over, and we have the ability to see things from a different standpoint, so we can come at it from a different standpoint. You see what I'm saying? You get me? Okay, that's all I had to say. I'll see y'all in the next clip.